as somebody who sees a lot of injured active people who are very interested in continuing to work out, what would you tell those people is different about GameChanger versus other facilities or personal trainers?
Yeah, I think number one, we're going to start by customizing your program to you. And we're going to, if they're seeing you, obviously we're going to talk to you and get some feedback from you on what you've seen and what, issues or problems they're working through. And because I know you know our programming, so we can talk about the general things we're going to have to modify. We're going to customize that to that person. We're going to start in a place that they're comfortable with, and also talk about where they'd ultimately like to get to, and then we would come up with a plan to get from point A to point B. So they're not going to be thrown into a big class where they're going to get lost. They're not going to be doing the exact same thing as everybody else. They may be doing some things, exercises that aren't involved with that particular pain point or injured area. But that program is going to be customized to them, and we're going to work individually with them to get to their goals at their pace.
Cool. Yes. So I know from my personal experience that as I'm not a member here, but whenever I've done workouts here, as somebody who's never done group training before in my past, I know I was amazed with how one-on-one it felt, despite it being small group. So I know personally, I feel very confident about referring people to work out with you guys while they're dealing with an injury. Not only because of that, but because we get to communicate constantly about how to modify.
Yep.
I don't know if you can answer this, because I'll see people who had an injury and they blame their trainer. Or they're ready to do something different. They don't really understand the benefit of a place like this because of their past experiences, or they think they need like specific one-on-one training all the time. So what would you tell people like that who are afraid of going back into it because they think that their trainer hurt them? And also, what would you tell people who just have no idea what to expect with a small group?
Yeah. Well, if you got hurt exercising, I can see where it would be challenging to get back into it. What I would say, though, is the alternative is not really good either. Getting out of shape, losing your fitness, your client health, things like that, those are not good options either. So we want to try to find some way to get you back into exercise. If you were hurt by your trainer, very likely that it wasn't anything they were doing maliciously. It just, I've hurt myself doing simple things. It certainly wasn't what I was doing. It was just how I did it at that particular time. So it's very unlikely that it was malicious or something that's going to happen every time you exercise. I've worked in a number of different settings. I've worked with people one-on-one. I've worked with people in large group. If you're used to doing one-on-one training, what I would say is, coming here to a small group, like you said, you're still going to get a lot of attention. You're going to get high-level coaching. You're going to get a customized program. The benefit here is you're going to be doing that with other people. You're going to have a community, and you're going to have a better price point, to be honest. If you're used to doing large group stuff, what you're going to find here is the same thing: more customization, more coaching, more individualized attention. So you're not going to get lost. Less likely you're going to get hurt, because more likely you're not going to be doing something your body's not ready for, or we're going to work around issues that you're having. So no matter which area you're coming from, you're going to see the benefits of, what we've tried to do is take the best of both worlds and combine them together. Whether it was COVID, whether it was an injury, whatever, they stopped exercising. And once that momentum stops, it's very hard to restart again. So yeah, it really is. And so just getting the ball rolling, we have people here all the time. They're coming off of not exercising, never exercising, coming back from an injury. And I think that's one of the things we specialize in, is getting people back into it comfortably, safely, at their level. And then, from there, taking them to where they want to go.
Plus, you have that community aspect, which kind of helps with providing more accountability.
Yeah, you're going to want it. You're accountable to yourself, to your coach, to the other people you're going to see every time you come in, and they're going to notice when you're not there, and they're going to check in on you. And so yeah, you're going to have a community, you're going to have a coach, and you're going to have some accountability to make sure we're seeing you.